Hello everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time, we were making our way back up to the Selenite outposts when we were bombarded by a spectator with the one big charming eye that charmed the statues of our foes to attack us. We used the second blow of the war horn, meaning that we could be rescued. And now we are back in relative safety, and here we are able to find this ancient rune circle, which means we should be able to go back and take a nice long rest that I think is very well deserved at this point. I was told that there is actually a hidden door up here somewhere, possibly from one of these torches or something, in order to get onto this platform instead of me jumping to and from. And also, I was told that if you have crates around, you can right-click on crates to climb onto stuff, although that doesn't seem to be the case for these barrels. Anyhow, let's go back to camp. Let's get to our rune circle here. Click the button to go to camp and end the day, and we will go and take a well-deserved long rest. If there is any interactions here... Oh, Gale wants to have a conversation at the very least. We can do that. What's up, good sir?
I say again, as I have said before, I need an object of power to consume. We have one already, and there's no time for delays.
Oh, okay. You're wearing the Amulet of Saloon's Chosen. If I say no, can I go back to my inventory and pick something else? Because I'm not ready to give up the Necromancy of Thay. That's a quest thing that we still might want to do. Oh, we'll just give you the Amulet of Saloon's Chosen.
Thank you.
This is going to get more expensive than our food and water requirement on long rests.
Gods, it's like a draught of cool water soothing a parched throat. Welcome and wonderful. There was a lot of magic in this artifact. Can't quite remember a time I felt so peaceful inside. It's good to perceive this constant fear repressed into a quiet scare. Let's hope it will last a good long while.
I'm glad you are feeling better.
And I'm impressed once more by your benevolence. I say that with great sincerity. Mere days have passed since our first acquaintance, but you've gained the respect of years. As such, I do not wish to give you false hope. We are only treating the symptoms, not the cause. That said, this newfound calm I'm experiencing gives me reason to accept without prejudice a certain degree of, optimism. Time is a precious gift. With time, we may even reach Baldur's Gate, a city rife with magic, wizards, scholars, and perhaps solutions.
Well then, I share your optimism.
And here's to your company. Oh, I can picture it now. Academies, libraries, laboratories, the assembled knowledge of centuries that may just set us free. Better yet, soft beds, home-cooked meals, and all the other little luxuries wilderness so brashly denies us. Gods, pay a king's ransom for a hot, lavender-scented bath. Minstrels serenading as I close my eyes, and let the water's warmth dissolve all woes. Plenty to look forward to.
Man, just that description makes me want to be out of early access so that we can experience the full thing. There you go, crate. Climb on. I did not know that this was an option, but it's excellent to know about. So, otherwise, if nothing else is happening here in camp, give me a quick second to destroy a water barrel and eat some food to qualify for our long rest, and then we will be on our way. And the ceremonial destruction of the water barrel. And for today's meal, some pork loin with some simple garlic potatoes, some pears for dinner, for dessert, and a nice bottle of wine. Alcohol. Creature has disadvantage on ability checks using dexterity and charisma. Interesting. Right. Last thing I want to do before falling asleep for the night is speak to the talkative skeleton.
Hast thou seen the futility of thy actions?
I was just hoping to trade. 3 scrolls of Revivify. I will happily take all of those off your hands, sir. No, I'd just like all of them. Sure, thank you. You can have these glasses, though. I don't need those. And a couple of copper coins. Would you like those? Otherwise, we'll just top off with gold. And trade that. And we will send those over to Shadowheart briefly. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
An apology to one such as myself is but empty air. Dost thou need my services?
We already did that. Thank you. I'm quite enjoying this water barrel graveyard, showing how many long rests we've had over the course of the campaign. Halcyon is still here, hanging out. Otherwise, the camp is far more barren than last time when we were having the party. But that's everything. We will take our long rest on our soggy bedroll. I also put some of our spare supplies, like weapons and such, in one of the crates. And a swift resting process. Just while we're all stood together, we need to send these to Shadowheart. Do we have one left somewhere? Or is it just... oh, there it is. She's got those in hand. And we, again, have an opportunity to check and change our spells. I'll let you know if I do change anything right now. So for Gale, I've swapped out Grease for Burning Hands, and for Andrew, we've swapped out Fairy Fire for Goodberry. I think those things might do us a little bit more good on the upcoming adventure. Gale, your classic first move, please, is a Mage Armor. And for right now, we are all healed. Let's just check the potion situation. We've got 8, 7, 5, and 6. So I'm gonna... Shadowheart and Andrew both have healing spells, so I'm gonna give a couple over to Gale. Because as much as the others can heal him, he is the weakest and the most vulnerable. Okay. Another helpful tip that I was provided in the comments of my videos is that sometimes Shadowheart will be equipped with her bow like this. And when she's doing this, apparently her armor class is lower and she cannot take attacks of opportunity for being equipped with her bow. So at the moment, it still says her armor class is 18, but I guess that's sometimes not proactive if her shield is not currently equipped. So I will try and make sure that her shield and dagger are equipped otherwise. Alright, shall we carry on? Astarion up front, as is fairly standard. So what I would like to do today is continuing to avoid the baddies that are over here. I can't even recall what their name is. Minotaurs, I think? I think that's correct. Avoiding the Minotaurs, I would like to work my way back through the Underdark to see if we can get over to the Myconid camp. Because They seemed to at least be non-hostile. And so there might be some interesting encounters over there. I'm just loosely trying to think about where to stand that is going to be of least chance that we get attacked by the bullet as we pass through these spaces, but I guess we can only do so much active avoidance of that encounter. Right, are they up here? They are. I would like... Who's got the highest charisma these days? Is it just Shadowheart with a 12? There's a 13. There's a 12. There's a +2 for Shadowheart. So we do have the Necklace of Guidance somewhere. That one. Let's give that to Gale. Because Gale, I don't think you're currently wearing one since you took off the other. So if you could please bestow a blessing on Shadowheart. And Shadowheart, if you could instigate this conversation, we will see how this goes.
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sings many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, she has come. She is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and command. You see a vision, your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
Okay, interesting. Focus on the Sovereign's song. Insight +9. How can we fail? Yeah, we can't.
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy.
I sense your fear. I've come to aid you. Focus on the parasite or just attack. Let's try and avoid full combat if we can.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming. The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
Okay, that went about as well as one can imagine. I have no idea what to expect up here, but we will carry on. Let's see if this Duragar has anything to say.
Fungus and mold glaze the grotesque creature's face and body. A voice drifts into your mind as you gaze upon the misshapen servant.
Leave this one. Come to me. We must speak.
Well, they put that plainly enough. Let's not try and pickpocket from the corpse. There is another ancient rune circle here, which is interesting. But I guess we'll just carry on what appears to be the most direct path. Although, I say that, there's a couple of... You have something to say, Astarion?
Is easier than capturing slaves. The drow in Menzoberranzan could learn something.
The undead ex-slave is fine seeing the dead used as slaves.
They're just husks. I couldn't care less if they're slaves or building material. Maybe it would be different if they were still thinking creatures. Then again, maybe not.
His attitude gets darker the more emo his outfit gets, doesn't it? Except he's really not going to want to jump over this river, is he? Running water, running water. Oh, he's learned. Well, this place is extensive, isn't it? And I'm still not really sure what I'm looking for. There's a whole lot of teleportation circles around here, though. A trader.
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick.
Haven't seen him.
Right. Never mind.
Show me your wares. Herbalist's gloves. If the wearer heals a poisoned creature, it is no longer poisoned. That's really cool. +1 longbow. Excellent for Astarion. +1 shortbow. +1 light crossbow. I mean, Astarion will certainly take a +1 longbow given the chance. And I will clear you out of potions if I can, good madam. Herbalist's gloves. Well, Andrew isn't wearing any kind of magical gloves. So, for what is very expensive, we will take the cheaper price with Shadowheart. Match that offer. We don't need any of this other stuff. Alchemist's Fire's not bad to have on hand, especially given that we're now surrounded by mushrooms. Why do you propose a split every time I try and move stuff over? Is this a fresh bug? Alright. We got nothing else to spend our money on right now. Thank you, Dereth Bonecloak.
Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
Very well. So, Andrew's got some nice fancy gloves. And Astarion is getting himself a nice new longbow. And then the potions need dividing. Let's go one for Gale, one for Astarion, and Shadowheart can keep the other because she can then heal Andrew if he needs it. And Andrew's got like 40 hit points. He'll be fine. Okay. So we're still looking for somebody in charge here. A bunch of stuff that could be stolen, but we won't. The thing that we can turn into. The cow horse thing. Is it Balin, I guess we're looking for? Oh my goodness, what's going on up here? This seems controversial. Right, they can save themselves for a hot minute. Picnic basket. Empty. Standard. Right, how do we get over there somewhere? this is quite the mystery. Use jump to reach. I don't think we're jumping through this wall somehow. I guess we're going that way. If the camera would play ball. Hook Horror Spore Servant. Well, that's unpleasant. I've never run or encountered Myconids in one of my own campaigns. But this is excellent imagination fuel for...
Sharp.
These things drain away one's
Still
magic.
fresh. Some monster did this, marking its territory.
Okay, this is a Susa tree. This bright flower, picked from a budding Susa tree, exudes honey-sweet aroma which turns foul and eventually fades away. So this is a Susa tree. That looks like something I want to avoid. But we want Susa bark, don't we? Because Susa bark is what we require for that weapon. I assume the bloom is not the bark. That looks like something I don't want to mess with. There's a whole lot of them around. And that hook horror over there seems to be unfriendly. But let's take this path here, and I think we can get over to Balin, which is, I assume, what we're looking for. We were just told by an omnipotent voice to come and have a conversation. But as ever, I'm amazed.
Sounds like someone's about to die. I feel so at home here.
Astarin, you're a bad man. A good bad man.
Stop! Stop! Bibba Bang!
Oh, this is the
Recognise
dwarf.
the name. Bibberbang, a mushroom that releases dangerous spores. Highly flammable.
Quite the predicament.
I know that! Scroll! Escape! My bag, please! I've dropped it somewhere!
Hold tight. We'll find it.
Thank you!
Must have like a scroll of Misty Step or something. There's the bag. How are we going to get there safely?
Finish, Superman! I'm all right. Infinium via. God. Ah. Right.
Well, that went way better than expected.
What were you saying?
What are you doing down here?
I was looking for Dereth. She'll be worried sick. I must need to go. For you. Your trouble. Ta.
Scroll of Invisibility, was that? Who received it? I can't see the plus sign. Show me most recent. Yeah, Scroll of Invisibility. We'll throw that over to Gale. And I don't think we need to concern ourselves with the rest of this. I don't know what that perfect circle there is, but I'm not going to stay here to find out. Well, we did not find the people we were looking for, whatever the conversation that was attempted with us through our minds wanted us to, but we've made a small bit of progress into this Myconid colony, and we weren't immediately attacked, so I will take that every single time. Thank you ever so much for joining me on this continued adventure, and I will see you tomorrow to see if we can't round out this conversation and find out what comes next. Thank you for watching. Cheers.